How's it going, Guardians? It is Turkey here at SGN Hub, bringing you guys another weapon video. This one's going to be more akin to the retrofit escapade video I did quite some time ago. This one's going to be about the Ammit AR2 though. A lot of people usually defer to the Callus mini tool for their energy slot when it comes to ad clear or their primary ammo weapon. But I have actually been using the Ammit AR2 since Witch Queen. I believe it only took 3 red borders to craft this one. I don't know if the red borders still drop consistently enough to craft it. But this also rolls with Incandescent, and I would argue that it serves that overload role for endgame content and just ad clear, better than the mini tool, because you can be in a safer engagement range while also still being able to stun overload champions because of the seasonal mod, the overload SMGs and ARs, but also proc things like Path of the Burning Steps to get extra ignition damage, or just crank out your damage in general. Now, with this weapon being craftable, it comes with a host of available enhanced perks. As you can see, the ones I went with, it's just Surplus and Incandescent, and I am what I would like to call Destiny poor, so I can't afford to even, I don't have enough Ascendant Alloy to even change the perks to what I would use for predominantly PvP. But honestly, I still had fun in the gameplay that you'll see towards the end of this, just with this role alone. But I'm just more so showing what I would toss onto it. I craft a lot of weapons, I use a lot of the alloys, and I do not know how to farm them. So if you know a way to farm them, please tell me in the comments below. I desperately need your help. I'm poor. But the perks that I would look at throwing on here if you could craft it would be Tap the Trigger, Dynamic Sway, Ricochet rounds, and Full Bore. This thing gets to 91 range, and you are you're tagging people from a really nice sweet spot. If you can find it with ARs, there's usually enough time for you to kind of disengage if there's somebody using either the new Phyla Tactical Spiral or no time. You can get tagged and then slide out if you're in that AR range, paying attention to your AR pings. But once you get radiant buffs, or like I was using on my Titan in the video, Path of the Burning Steps, this thing is hitting for 39 to the head. And I imagine if you stacked it up twice, you'd probably be at 43, 44, and you're just beaming people, okay? And Incandescent actually kind of it's not that bad in PvP, I would say, because you can kind of see where your targets are going, unless you plan your next move. With that being said, this was Iron Banner, but I also have went flawless with this exact same assault rifle on my Warlock using Ophidian Aspects. Same exact roll, still had Incandescent Surplus because I'm just stingy and just don't like changing my perks solely for one thing, and like I mentioned, Glimmer 4. But yeah, check out the PvP gameplay. And honestly, go snag one of these. I'm telling you, it has a lot of synergy, and it's smooth. It feels good. It feels sticky, and even though it has that 50 stability range, something like Surplus evens it out for me. So if you manage to craft something other than that, like I said, Dynamic Sway, Tap the Trigger, it would just be a beam. And if you felt like you already had steady enough aim, you could go with something like Gut Shot Straight to, if your reticle slides off their head, just to get a little bit of extra body shot damage to, make that TTK a little bit more streamlined. And if I'm not mistaken, the next 450 RPM is going to be another Omolon. So I'm looking for some Repulsor Brace, some the Volatile Rounds perk, Destabilizing Rounds, some cool combinations on another 450 RPM. A lot of people don't like, I guess, this archetype, but I'm a fan. With the buffs coming to auto rifles, I just think it's safe to snag one of these, and also as soon as the new 450 RPM comes out, which is just going to be a void version of essentially this weapon based on the leaks and the complaints that I've heard, snag it ASAP. I'm telling you, I don't care what people say about auto rifles, this thing smacks in PvE, and there is potential in PvP. And if I find that potential with a better PvP role, I'll be sure to post a video to show you guys, because once I get some alloys, Dynamic Sway and Tap the Trigger sounds kind of spicy. But that's it for now. Enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Love you guys. Peace.